If you have ever wondered what software engineers do at work, well then, look no further, because I have the answers you seek.
We are going to build new features so that users can just push a button and just be sent to space. And what are your thoughts about this, Marco?
Yes. I think it's very interesting, and I'm looking forward to working on it. Hello there, good people. Welcome. My name is Marco, and I'm a full stack developer. Currently, I'm working as a full stack developer for a company and using Python. And I wanted to share with you some of the things and tasks that I do daily as a software engineer, and that you probably end up doing if you will become a software developer. Let's start saying that these tasks are not divided equally. Some will take way more time than others, and also some will be way more interesting than others, of course. But I will split these tasks into three main categories. First, we have a refactoring. Now, refactoring means working on some code, or even very old, or even recent, but basically it's already there, and you just need to improve it, make changes to improve its elegancy, maybe it's a bit cleaner, clean it up a little bit, and also its efficiency. I'd say that on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being horrible and 10 being a dream, refactoring takes a big, let's say 4. It is boring, and there is little to no coding, because you might think that you're writing new code, but actually you never do it for bigger chunks. You never refactor like entire files. Your improvements, your changes will always be limited to very small chunks. And also, if you really wanted to change something big, depending on the size and complexity of the project, you might spend weeks just to understand what the code is doing. And that is fundamental, because you don't want the code to crash. You want it to work more efficiently. But most importantly, you don't want to introduce bugs. That is my next point. Debugging. Let's say that this is probably the thing you're going to do more often. It depends on the role and the team, of course, but generally speaking, debugging represents a big chunk of a developer's day. Again, from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 6. Don't get me wrong, it's quite boring, but you can really learn something from it. Because after all, you are looking at problems and you had to find ways to solve them. That requires a deep understanding of the code and the processes running behind it. Of course, not all bugs are created equal. Some might take you 2 minutes or a couple of minutes, and others might even take you entire weeks. And that sucks, believe me. And when that happens and you end up solving the bug, you will feel a combination between satisfaction and just will to die. Because probably you spent the last week finding a harmless statement at line 2000 with an infinite loop. True story. By the way, if you are enjoying this video so far, leave a like and share so that more people can see it. That will help this channel and me to make more content like this one. One last thing that you're gonna do as a developer is developing new features. And now that is interesting, to be honest, because that is a real problem solving in action. And if you get to work on the backend, you will be tasked with the funniest part, in my opinion, which is find a solution, find how to make this new feature, and then coding it. These get a strong 9, in my opinion. It is hard sometimes. You need to be mindful about use cases, about efficiency, performance, system design, and eventually when your piece of code will be integrated into the software, a small part of you will be very proud. Unfortunately, it is also quite rare. Not so often happens to have new features coming in. Of course, it depends on the company, because if you are working at a startup and you still have to build a product, well, then you're probably gonna be spending your days just coding feature after feature. But if the company is already there and the software is done, well, then new features are going to be scarcer. Well, this was a quick overlook of the most common task as a software developer. There are many others, of course, like team meetings, debriefing, testing, code reviews, pair programming. They obviously take smaller chunks of your time, but they are still there, nonetheless. This being said, I want to tell you that if you want to help this channel, well then don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below. I'm always happy to reply to you all. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you at the next video. As always, stay tuned for more, and bye bye.